Hey Matt, it's Miss Milner. I hope you're having an awesome day. Okay, so I'm going to show you this week's math lesson, and we've been working on stem and leaf plots. So it's just another way to organize data with mode, median, mean, and range. So if you look up here, I have a set of numbers, and now our next thing is going to be to turn it into what we call a stem and leaf plot. So to do that, you just draw a T-chart. One side is what we call the stem, and the other side is what we call the leaf. Okay, the stem is the tens place, and the leaf is the ones place. So my data has been organized already from smallest to biggest, which is always going to help you when you're making a graph. So when you go to make yours, it might be best to put it smallest to biggest and then put it into your stem and leaf chart. So when I look at the number 3, what is the number in the tens place? It doesn't have one, but it does have a ones place. So our stem is going to be 0 because there's no tens place. And our leaf will be 3 because there's 3 ones. So I would say this number 3. Then I go to my 7. There's no tens place again, so my stem is going to be 0. My leaf will be 7. And if you notice in my chart, I do not put commas. People tend to want to do that, but because it is a mathematical chart, they don't want commas in it. My next number is a 10, and in the tens place is the 1, okay? And the ones place is a 0. So I wouldn't say this number 0, I would say this number as 10. My next number is a 12, and 12 has a 1 in the tens place and a 2 in the ones place, so it still goes on the same line. Then I have 14, I have a 1 in the tens place and a 4 in the ones place. So when I'm saying these numbers again, this is 10, this would be 12, this would be 14, this would be 3, this would be 7. So it's really important that you connect the stem and the leaf when you say the number. So let's try it really quick. Go ahead, and what is this number? Okay, if you said 7, you'd be correct. What is this number? If you'd said 14, you'd be correct. So just kind of keep practicing that with yourself if you get confused. All right, now we're down to 21, and there's a 2 in the tens place, so that needs to go on my stem, and a 1 in the ones place, so that's going to go over here. I have another 21, so I need another 1, and another 21, so I need another 1. And then I have a 22, I have a 2 in the tens place, and a 2 in the ones place. And then my next number is 31, so I need a new stem, because the 3 is in the tens place, and the 1 is in the ones place. And then I have another 31, so I need another 1. Okay, so now I've organized my data. The next thing that I need to do is to figure out how I can use this data to help me. So last week you learned about mode, median, mean, and range, and we're going to put that into action now. So mode, remember, was the most common number. So when I look up here, what is the most common number, the number that repeats the most? Right now I don't have any repeating. Still don't have any repeating. And then right here I have 21, and I have it 1, 2, 3 times. So right now that's the most common, but let's check the next row. And I have 31, but it's only 2 times, so that means that 21, because it repeated the most, is my mode. So for mode, I would write 21. The next thing I have is median. And you can still, if you want to, karate chop on this chart. You would start with the smallest, which is 3, and the biggest, which is 31, and keep going. Or the other way you can do it is to count how many numbers you have. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 numbers. And so if I cut that in half, that would be about 6. So what we would do is count 6 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, circle it. Then we have to count 6 numbers the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And when I do that, I land on 21. So my median would be 21. Or, like I said, you can karate chop it. So you go smallest, biggest, smallest, biggest, smallest, biggest, smallest, biggest, smallest, biggest, and we would get 21 again. And the last one is range, which remember was the biggest minus the smallest. So my biggest number is going to be towards the bottom of the chart, which is 31. My smallest number is going to be towards the top, which is 3. So I would do 31 minus 3. I'm going to have to borrow. 11 minus 3 would give me 8. And then 2 minus nothing would be 2. So your answer would then be 28 for the range. So a stem and leaf plot is just another way to organize your data. And the next thing you're going to do is get a chance to practice this on your own. Hope you're having an awesome day. See you later.